welcome to Spotlight. It's character Spotlight, but maybe every once in a while I'll do a creator or I'll do whatever. I just show the spotlight on something. Today, it's on Logan from the TV show Logan's Run. Yes, I know you're like, what the hell is with Jonathan Logan's Run? I'm almost 30, I'm feeling nostalgic, and actually just finishing up the TV show, so don't judge me. Please don't judge me. I'm really loving the show. And Logan is such an interesting character. This is a guy who grew up. If you've seen the other episodes I did on Logan's Run, you might know exactly where I'm going. You might know kind of where I'm going with this. But it's a guy who grew up in a world where you're taught from an early age about the destruction of the world and how this dome is all that's left. And that for the good of society, especially him, because he was a Sandman. And if you don't know, a Sandman is someone who hunts down people who run on their 30th birthday. Because in this society, there's this carousel, and you go on the carousel, and some people are reborn and some people die on your 30th birthday, because nobody lives past 30. And the job of a Sandman is to hunt down anyone who tries to run on their 30th birthday. So he grew up in this society, and he was raised from an early age to believe that you go to carousel when you're 30, and you're reborn. It's basically their religion. And so it's ingrained in him. And then not only that, but he's basically the cop of that society. Like, he enforces it. He catches runners who try to escape. And you hear him talking to his friend, his partner, his fellow Sandman, and they believe this stuff full-heartedly. They're so invested in it. Like, this is the truth. And why would you run? Why would you give up chance at rebirth? Give up chance at a new life? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you do that? And the movie plays on his, I guess the spotlight is just kind of Logan from both the movie and the TV show, because I'm going to talk about both a little bit. The movie does a much better job at showcasing his questioning of it all. Him going back and forth and debating whether or not this is the right thing. Should he run? Should he not? One thing, the TV show, when I was talking about how much I loved writing back then, I loved the way they used to tell stories back then, and I think it has a lot, I think it's a lot better than storytelling now. One thing that if they made Logan's Run today would do, what I would do if I was doing Logan's Run today, he wouldn't run till the end of the first season. And I think almost that would have been better, because although they only had one season, so I'm glad he ran when he did, because they didn't get a season 2. But the reason for that is you could play, like, the movie should never be able to explore themes that the TV show didn't have time for. You know what I mean? The movie's short, one thing, TV show, multiple episodes, much longer. 14 hours versus 2. But the movie explored him questioning it a lot more. The TV show was in and out because they did the movie plot in the first episode, in like that first hour. And so they condensed it all. And then every episode was something else, because they're doing episodic television. Because the movie really had him questioning it, and I liked that. I liked him questioning that. And the show did too, not on the first episode, but there's an episode later on in the run where he gets amnesia and he forgets everything. Well, not everything, but he forgets everything since he ran. And on that episode, he starts to question, like, why did he run and what made him doubt his faith and all this stuff. And that episode plays with the themes a lot. Not quite as good as the movie, but it comes close. But it's just, the character to me is so interesting because he's so invested in this. He believes this so much. And then, kind of through this girl and seeing what's happened to her and what's going on, he starts to question not just his faith, but his choices in life and his place in the world and society's place in the world, and just questions everything. Which, especially nowadays, nobody does. Nobody questions anything, let alone, is what I'm doing right? Is this the right path? And is everything I believe a lie? And he questions that. And you see him coming to terms with that. And then even on the show, even after he leaves the Dome City and he starts to see all these other versions of society that have survived the fall, and it's just kind of like, how can this be? Like, you see him bumping up against it. Not necessarily like bitter or hateful, but just your whole world is shattered and shown to be a lie. And how do you move on? How do you survive that? And to me, what is even more shocking is his old part on the show, his old partner, his old friend, who then finds out that everything was a lie. He's told by a council of elders, which I love. They didn't have that in the movie. I love that. And sends him out into the real world to hunt him down and kill him. And it's just like, hold on. So you now know everything's a lie, but you still support it and believe it? I know it's because he was given a chance to escape carousel, yada yada, but it's like, what? What? But I love the character of Logan because it's a character that believes something so strongly with all his heart, and then was shown facts and accepted that he was wrong, and then did everything he could to change and acknowledge that he was wrong and to do better. And you don't see that a lot, especially nowadays. To me, that's inspiring. That's what we should all try to do. Try to see areas where we're wrong and misguided and figure out how to be better. How to be better versions of ourselves. And if we could do that, I think the world would be a much, much better place. But yeah, so that was today's Spotlight. I'm Jonathan. Give us legends.